Yo, yo, what is cooking good lookings? We're playing some Witchfire today, specifically Duelist. We are testing the Duelist. Just another gun showcase, right? Although this one's a little special because I'm only using the Duelist. I'm not covering the slot with anything else, right? We're gonna run this gun all the way through, and I have sort of designed my loadout around around filling up the holes that the Duelist, leaves. And it's mostly because of this beauty right here. For those of you who don't know, let's fail a little test real quick. Right? So we failed that, and now we don't have a charge. So now we'd have to kill a swordsman to get our charge back, right? But with Blightsist, we got our charge back, right? Well, that guy just died, but it doesn't count. You know what I mean? Killing Blightsist counts as the Mysterium 1 proc. It allows you to generate that thing, right? So that's a really neat little interaction. It solves a pretty big weakness of the gun, especially on single target things like on the Diameter fight. It'll solve that in a pretty big way, right? So that's neat. Second cool interaction that I like with this gun a lot is Severed Ear, right? Reloading releases a shockwave that knocks back nearby enemies. Normally, this only means that this only applies to like manual reloads, right? Like if you press the R button and you reload, it'll proc, right? It also, because the way the Duelist is coded, it seems, when you win a duel, you do a reload, and that counts as a manual reload, right? And a big thing about the Duelist is you fire it a lot faster than you think you do in play. You kind of just sit here and hold the trigger down, right? And so Severed Ear is going to come in nicely for that, because I don't plan on getting anything that that covers or that like gives me a bunch of ammo or anything like that, right? So that's where Severed Ear comes into play. So between Blightsist and Severed Ear, we're having some neat little interactions with two separate Mysteriums. The third one's not really something we can do anything with. It's just good, right? So that's neat, right? We still are in the case where the Duelist doesn't have fantastic single target damage, but because it has built-in burn and pretty consistent uptime on that burn, we want to run acute arcana, or not acute arcana, what the hell, acute ailments here in our, rosary beads, right? And as usual, it's just really good. And because of that, I ran miasma. If the decay doesn't really have a duration outside of the miasma spell itself, acute ailment is just a crazy good value, right? Severed Ear also interacts with decay, deals extra damage to things that are affected by decay, so I wanted to kind of build around that. Because this gun is surprisingly, like, fast firing, right? You're gonna want to be dashing, proccing soul sigils, right? And because we're gonna be proccing soul sigils and dashing a lot, and we want decay, I figured the Ring of Excreta. The Ring of Excreta is a pretty good value. Pretty good value. Could be pretty good value, at least. We'll find out. It applies Decay Curse. It's a bomb that applies on dashing. We're going to be dashing for our soul sigils, for both stamina and sun, right? Really nice for applying burn already, so our decay ticks are going to be bigger. Yeah, so it just fits into the vibe, right? Could you make some adjustments, right? Could you make some adjustments here? Could you go like a Crown of Fire or a Dynamo Ring or something like that? Yeah, that'd probably be pretty good. Could you swap out Miasma for Burning Stake? Yeah, that's probably pretty good, right? Could you swap Severed Ear for a Cure Fane and really abuse that Mysterium 3 on it? Yeah, that's also probably pretty good. I don't know if they're necessarily better. I don't know if they're inherently stronger or anything like that. I know Burning Stake probably is. It's Burning Stake, but yeah. We're going to find out. We're going to do our classic 2-tap Scarlet Coast Irongate Castle. See how the Duelist see how the Duelist holds up. There you go. I'm falling off my script, guys. I don't script anything. I'm kidding. Alright. Let's pop our foul stimmy. Take a look at our map. Ooh, pretty clean pathing here. Straight down here, do all this stuff. Easy peasy, back up to the big boy. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. What the hell? You're already attacking me? You guys have already aggroed. I can't believe I already took damage. Stop the clip. We already apply our burn. We're all good. Yo. That's going to be the general loop. Okay, not bad. Easy peasy. Witchfire orbs, I'm a big fan of. Real quick, let's pop our corrupt stimmy. Get that going. Oh, right, I forgot about this guy. Oh, this is the big encounter. I don't really care about doing this stat. Let's go this way. Okay. We took damage already, but that's just due to sloppy play. I blame a lack of a warm-up. I blame a lack of a warm-up and something else. Somehow. Just dash around a lot and pop our little Orbeez. It's actually, so far, so good, right? Yeah, so far, so good. Gonna go Rejuvenation. Go this way. Hey. Oh, we got the drowned captain. Okay. Oh, I messed up my timing. This is exactly what I was talking about with the miasma. Right? Solves a lot of the entire big issue with single target damage. Oh, forgot to proc my thingy. Easy. That is something that is gonna be mostly a muscle memory issue. Because I've used the Duelist a ton, it's not like the order of operations of the gun isn't like just built into my. It's not like built into my head yet, you know? Dash close, get our little thingy. Easy. The keeping up with the, what am I trying to say? The Mysterium 1 and 2, right? The enhanced power. Critical burn's probably pretty good. Accelerant's really good. I'm actually kind of down to take both. This makes it a lot easier to kind of just fan the hammer and spray. Which I like a lot. Which I like an awful lot. We got a Musketeer over there. You guys Goomba stomping. Alright. Can I hit this? Ooh, I'm that guy. So we land the one burn and then everything's taken. Whee! Not expect a devotee over here. Why do devotees always hang out in the sketchiest areas? They're just big chill on corners, man. They fall in with the wrong crowd. Where you at? This is where it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. I wonder if I can challenge the Stone Golem to a duel. You can indeed. Hell yeah. And it's been stunned. So we're doing 77 damage a shot is massive. Where you going, buddy? This way? Okay. No, but I really like the Duelist. I think it is, it's a gun with its flaws, right? Anybody that tries to say Duelist is without flaws they're trying to sell you something, right? Hey, what's up, fella? I don't want to talk about it. That was terrible accuracy. Oh my god, who am I? It's just so good, man. Nope. You know what? A little bit of disrespectful harvesting right there. Gun just does good damage. I don't want to talk about that. Alright. Ooh, man. It really does kind of just cook. I did not mean to open that up. Nope, you don't get me. Nope. Pop a little miasma. I miss. And when you miss, what do? You pop a blight cyst, you try again. You get it this time. Because you're him. Anybody that says you're not is a hater. You know what I mean? Yeah, so here, reload dash does not fit with what I'm trying to go for, right? We're going to take probably elemental firepower. Because I think blight cyst procs it, doesn't it? If it counts as a kill. I don't know. I actually don't know if it does or not. That's interesting. It'd be sick if it did, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Kind of dope. Would be kind of dope. It might. It might. I think it has to be affected by an element. I don't think blight cysts are inherently affected by an element. They just apply an element. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. Interesting. It is an interesting angle to look at. From like a gun design standpoint, right? There are a lot of skills. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I've played a decent amount of Path of Exile in my time, right? Like a decent amount of Path of Exile in my time. Jesus Christ, dude, my white feather budget has been met. My quota. No, there are a lot of skills in Path of Exile that are like on kill, right? On kill you generate X effect. On kill you do this, right? And usually those skills are known to be pretty weak for single target. Pretty weak for bossing, pretty weak for single target, things like that, right? Out of my way, brother. Okay, so something about those mobs are... some gate is already triggered, which is making those guys not spawn, which is a little annoying, but it's how it's coded. And the way you solve that is through a combination of either like just overwhelming damage, right? There's some like Path of Exile builds that are they're just gonna cook. They're just absolutely gonna cook. They do enough damage on their own that you don't really have to care about, you know, your on kill effects, because most of the time those are what we call, you know, the zoom builds, and they are blasters, and they tend to be really aggressive. We take a health sacrifice every time. I've never once been punished for this in my life. I've never once been punished for taking a health sacrifice. Ever. Yeah, but those builds, there's a specific skill in the game called Vol Breach, where it allows you to summon a little area that basically rapid fire summons a bunch of like little weak mobs, right? And normally really not fantastic, like in a vacuum. But then you get things that proc on kill, right? And suddenly, the synergy there is through the roof. Suddenly, your little goofy, oh, I summon a bunch of little dudes spell isn't so little and goofy, right? And you can just proc your on kill effects, and you do a bunch of really cool stuff. And I like that Blight Cyst exists in Witchfire, and it kind of serves a very similar function, where on its own, it's probably much less effective. Actually, no, it's still a pretty good bomb. I'm gonna be honest. I do kind of just like Blight Cyst, but like it serves to fill a role, right? And I like that. I wish we had more of that. I wish we had, you know, little things. I can release like little. There was, oh my god. Speaking of, like, I'm just talking about every other game except for Witchfire right now, which is fine because, like, whatever, right? We're here to talk. We're here to yap. There was a old school Pathfinder, like first edition build, where you, in order to proc, like, yet again, it's an on-kill effect. It's an on-kill effect of your whatever class it was. Oh, I did not realize I was still standing there. Whoopsies. That's my fault, gang. You would have a character that just carries around like chickens, like little chickens or like little rats in their back pocket. And what you would do with that is it would make it a really simple way of activating those kill effects, right? I don't like any of these. I don't take damage, so Pendulum's useless. I don't miss my crits because not only do I have critical burn, but I'm also a gamer. Ooh, double weapon damage. Mighty unlucky for you guys. I'm gonna grab my Witchfire orbs. Oh, that guy got absolutely bodied. Good luck. Good luck, kid. Okay. Don't want critical chain. Deadeye's so nice. I'm down to take Deadeye. I'm being Deadeye. Leave me alone. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Duelist is good. Where was I going with my last point? I was somewhere. Yeah, whatever. I was somewhere. Yeah, I think it's gone. No, wait, on kill effects. Good in games. Not exclusively for single target, or for AoE or mobbing. Hey man, where the hell did you come from? Brother. Man, I love this gun, though. Give me that fan the hammer feeling, you know? Very recently, as of last night, started playing Red Dead Online, like Red Dead Redemption 2, right? Pretty fun. Pretty good stuff. It's got me in my cowboy era, so this Duelist video could not have come at a better time. Got that big iron on his hip, you know what I mean? Hey. That was the worst accuracy I've ever done in my life. Don't talk about it. Ow, my toesies. I dipped my toesies in some damage. I feel like I forgot to finish my thought again. Of course. I mean, like, of course I missed that shot. Didn't miss that one. Oh, where you at, Mace Man? Ooh, Mr. Mace Man. Oh, am I not focused? Oh, I am focused now. Alright, let's go. Where in the world are you going, buddy? Got you now, sucker. Oh, 206? God damn. God damn. Once we got the beat on him. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Know what I mean? You got, was that hard or not? That was kind of hard. Yeah, that was kind of hard. Alright. Take our little Scarlet Coast warm-up run. And we'll take this to the real test. The real stress test of the Duelist. I think the build's working. I think the build's working fine. Does the Duelist have its hang-ups? Yeah, absolutely. Does it come up in normal play? No. I see a lot of stuff where it's like, people talk about how a gun isn't effective if you can't take the entire kit, your entire loadout off, and only use the Duelist. Like, if I emptied all of these slots and only used the Duelist, it would absolutely struggle, right? You would have some ammo issues, you wouldn't have the failsafe of the Blights to activate the gun, you wouldn't have all of that stuff, right? And it would be weaker, right? But I don't think that's a fault of, like, I don't know if that's a problem that needs to be solved, you know? You're playing a game all about making loadouts, all about setting up an entire kit, and you're going to use one singular part of it, and then maybe complain about the gun not being super strong when you have to take a niche tool and apply it to every single situation, right? If you go into a construction site and all you have is a screwdriver, you're going to probably leave that construction site being like, well, there were a lot of problems that my screwdriver couldn't handle. Therefore, the screwdriver's a bad tool. No, brother. No, it's not. That's a stupid way of looking at it. Screwdriver's a great tool for screwing things in. Well, I mean, depending on what you're screwing in, you know. Sometimes you just need... sometimes you just need an impact or something like that. You know how it is, whatever. We've all been there. We've all been there where our weak, feeble... Ow, what is happening? Hey, stop it. Sepher? What do you mean, fall of the prayer? How did you get there, brother? Okay, I guess we're going the other way. How did we... Where did we go, brother? Ooh. Sorry for the Mickey Mouse pitch. I'm not sorry for the Mickey Mouse pitch, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright. Oh my god, did we really? We just can't resist suicide bombing into these for a moment? One moment, Sepher. Does this proc a Calamity? No. Yeah. Yeah, you are back, aren't you? Go break the gatekeeper, man. Oh, yes. Give me my white raven feathers. Alright, did I pop my foul stimulant? I did. Yeah. And just dash to the side. Remember, kids, axemen are not your friends. You dash to the side when fighting axemen. Right? Bonus Witchfire. Yeah, we take it. It's not ideal. We'd like Witchfire orbs instead, but we take what we get. I think this guy's above, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's go trigger the swordsman. And yeah. Watch the stun. Okay, well. Come on, man. I was being picked up. I was being picked up by a tornado. That guy decided to do a combo? He decided to execute a combo maneuver? What the hell? That's messed up, dude. That's messed up. Let's just stay out of the way of that. My floaties, they're not here. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. As always. That's a big pile of dudes. What are the odds that this is gonna very quickly turn into, as always? There's no way you were considered in range of that. You're a bad man. Oh, might need to go back to that curse chest, bro. Woo. Biggest issue with my asthma right there. Sometimes it's a little hard to see. Actually, I wonder if the biggest issue with my asthma in this setup is in the fact that what am I trying to say? Ooh. Okay. Uh-oh. Guys, I have an alarm going off. It's Friday, and that means I have to go pick my wife up. I'm kidding. I just forgot to change that alarm. Alright. Let's go take out these encounters. Ooh, so glad there's an ammo chest, like, right here. Hello? Hello, Mace Man. Ooh. Ooh. So I know that the Severed Ear, I don't know, it's a little slept on. It's a little slept on. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's viewed as terrible. I just don't think it's viewed as, like, fantastic by any means. Right? But something about it in tandem with the Duelist is so cool to me. Right? And it's entirely because I'm a big sucker for the Duelist's reload. I think the Duelist's reload animation is so cool. And something about the flourish involved with it as with the Severed Ear makes it even cooler. And I know that saying that I'm a big fan of a relic and taking up my relic slot purely because it makes my reload animation look cooler makes me the biggest dork of all time. But I'm not sorry about it. Ooh, we're a bit of a spot. I don't want to talk about it. 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 You guys don't know me? Yo, we're in a spot right now. This is oh my god. Taking some damage. Let's move. Let's get out of here. I'm out of stamina. Pop that, get my stamina back, and now we're playing cover. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I think is actually an underrated strategy? Oh, this is probably a disgusting strategy. Oh my god. We leave the gate closed so we have a place to come home to. What is going on? Hey. Alright. That was, quite possibly the sloppiest play of all time. And I know I say that every single time I play this game and I come into the zone and I do things, right? But, like, that was even worse than normal. And, like, normally it's pretty rough. You guys know what normal looks like to me. You guys know what normal looks like, and it's pretty bad. Okay, I think it's a warrior priest up on the bridge, right? Yeah, it's gonna be up there. My gun's faster than your gun. My gun's the fastest in the West. Oh. Oh. This gun does so much damage when it's like online. Oh my god, it's nice. It's nice with it. Okay, but what is causing that lightning? Somebody answer. Seriously, if I could get an answer as to what exactly was causing that lightning chain right there. I didn't think I had a shock effect. Oh, hey, what's up, fella? Yo! Hey, Dios mío! Easy. Guys, we're not struggling. We're definitely not, like, one step away from losing completely. That's not happening. I definitely didn't step in fire when I'm already low on HP. That also didn't happen. You know what? Because I've got a feeling I'm going to need to make up some Witchfire. What did we just do, Mr. Assassin? Yeah, alright. So, what's the plan? Oh, I got baited by the warrior priest thing. Okay. Doing your attack. Throw this out. Ow. Ow. Wait, there's another one? Of course there is. Hey. Leave me alone, mister. Hey. Alright. Let's grab these. We've made it out of the, There's another warrior priest up there on the bridge. He's probably making his way down here. Walking fast, faces fast, he's homebound. Nope. 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 Hey. Come around this corner. Come around this corner. I know you want to. Oh, I still took damage. Why am I chuckling like that? And then we go here. Take out the musketeer. Take out the executioner. Because as difficult as warrior priests are to handle, they don't have the one shot that. Okay, they might. They might. Yeah, they don't have the one shot that executioners can do, you know? Another one. Oh. Oh. Don't you know it? Don't you guys know it? You may think, oh, there's a limit. But it wouldn't be an Iron Gate Castle run if we didn't just do... If it wasn't just 5 back-to-back Warrior Priests. Know what I mean? Alright. I wonder what causes this. Did they hurt me? Interesting. Where? Oh, there we go. Hello. Alright. Oh! Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm gonna go out and say it. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Right? That was fine. We're good. Yeah. Nah, it's fine. Top tier play. Totally we don't lose our train of thought a million times. You know? I'm away. Out of my way, loser. Didn't you guys know the real Chad's walking through? So I think what happened there is that this encounter was actually up on this hill. So as I was clearing this out, these guys were walking. Both a combination of itinerant portal spawns and this encounter walking at me. Oh wait, no, I'm a stupid idiot. I'd already done that encounter. So I'm actually just straight up wrong. And I am ashamed to admit it. So I will be cutting this part of the video out where I say something incorrect. Okay? Okay. Thank you guys for not coming to my TED Talk, because I didn't do a TED Talk. Obviously. Hey, man. I'm walking here. Alright. Oh, it's Angelica. We gotta get Angelica. Thank you. Angelica. It's almost a calamity. Just fine. Pop this. Get our bonus. Ooh. I need to be using my stamina sigils a little bit more. I'm getting like a little too lost in the sauce. It was like a very specific thing about the build that because you fire the gun a decent amount, especially like for the style of gun it is, right? Like when you're playing Hunger, you're not really like clicking stamina sigils, right? Did that not kill him? Wow. Wowie. Wowie. But yeah, like when you're playing Hunger, you don't really click the stamina sigils too much, right? When you're playing like Hangfire, you don't directly click the stamina sigils, but you kind of just blow them up with like your aura, right? I'm kidding. You do the stamina sigil tech with the Hangfire. It's like the best way to play the gun. But with this gun, it's rapid fire enough. It's got a fast enough, like a big enough magazine that you're not super punished. You're not super punished for clicking those, right? It also kind of fits with the loop, right? I just have supremely bad accuracy right now. I don't know what it is. You ever get those days where it's like your hands just not keeping up with your brain? You know? Like I've got a plan in mind for like any given encounter, but for some reason, for some reason, the juice just ain't flowing. Although it is kind of fun to cheese guys around the corner with the miasma like this. Look at that. Hey, leave me alone. Oh, I didn't realize it was already out of the first Mysterium. That was a fast little click. What? Oh, there was another assassin there. I was like, what just hit me? That's only our 4th encounter. Oh no. Oh, it's been that type of run. Oh no. Wait till this pops. Did he dodge? This guy actually just dodged the Madness Orb. He's a menace to society. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Nope. Nope. Oh, maybe he's too dangerous to be left alive. Leave me alone. Alright. It's all good. Pop that. We jump to be able to get the stun. Right? Now we've got assassins. We've got assassins. Come here. Calamity defeated. Oh, let me get out of the way here. We are in a spot. That spot is called Crossbowman Hell. And handgunners. And axemen. But it's fine. Is that the warden? Ah. Oh well. We made it out alive. Where we at? See, it creates space, the severed ear. The severed ear creates space. The biggest thing about this gun is when you're kind of vulnerable when you're in your duel, right? You're kind of vulnerable when you're in your duel. And the severed ear, I feel like, stops that. You can still get shot in the mouth. Like, I've been getting shot in the mouth this entire run, right? Like, this entire run, if we were doing a no-hit, oh, yeah. Like, of course we take full firepower on him. You know? Boosh. It just helps create space, right? And it has that interaction with its reload that I think is really, really neat. And I do think it's fun to build around. Is it silly strong? Not really. I don't think it's silly strong. Like I said, I think, yeah, especially in a build like this where you're wanting to use your light spell to activate your first Mysterium, especially like on a boss. I don't think you can go wrong with Kierfane. This is another thing. I feel like Kierfane, you can't go wrong with it in most situations. In most situations, you're gonna kind of be able to pop off with Kierfane, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a interesting situation I found myself in. Some would call it a fine pickle. Me, I'm someone. Oopsies. That's my scroll wheel. Scroll wheel's a little messed up. Oh no. I don't think it's messed up. I think I just have a heavier finger than I give myself credit for. Yeah, I work out. The muscle density in my thumb, in my index finger, it's higher than mortal men. What can I say? What can I say? All right, Sunbolts is pretty good. Full of Magic is pretty good. I think we go Sunbolts. Pop, pop. What do you mean, bang? I just like this gun. Is that a problem? Hey, hey. And it's another great example of a gun that I feel like yet again illustrates how good this game is with telling you things about the weapons you're using without like saying it out loud. You know, I don't need a buff bar. I don't need a cooldown meter. I don't need anything like that. The gun tells me it, man. I know I've got a kill prepped for a duel prepped when my barrel's on fire. I know I've got the buff on after my duel when the cylinder. The people who are gun people, tell me what the hell that thing's called. It's the cylinder, right? No? Am I wrong? The bullet holder. Oh, can I hit this? Yes, I can. I'm him. I'm him. Alright, what do we got? Nope. I don't feel like dealing with you. Oh, nope. Dude, imagine this gun in the hands of somebody without 97-year-old hands. Oh my god. Can you imagine? I can only imagine. Shut up. Like, if I didn't have my chronic skissue, is this going to be the anointer? Oh, no. Leave me alone, mister. Trying to break this madness orb. There we go. Ow. Hey, joke's on you, idiot. Joke's on me, idiot. Have I ever said how much I hate you? I think I have. Let it grow. Let it grow. Yeah, that mob is disgusting. Okay? That mob is disgusting. It's like a giga handgunner. It's just a giga handgunner. When the lights you on fire, makes take bonus damage. Crazy. Crazy. Hey man, come here. You know what? I know it's a faux pas. Because of the build. I just wanted to shoot him with my grenade, okay? No! An elite warrior priest? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And with blunderbusters and everything like that around it. Oh, hell no. And another normal warrior priest around it too?
You guys gotta be kidding me, man.
And a base man! Oh, hell no. Alright. You got this. If anybody in the world's got this, it's me. What are we turning around for? Alright. Yeah. Some elite. Okay. Any more? It's kind of crazy I play like this and I still can somehow manage to do double stimulant like max difficulty stuff. Kind of wild. You would think, with how sloppy I play, like on a day-to-day basis, that this just wouldn't be something in the cards for me, right? But it is, because to be honest, and I do not mean this in a slight to anybody that's struggling of any variety in the game, yeah, there's just a little bit too much power. That's it. A player of my caliber should probably struggle a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, we see it. I don't think it's a hot take. I genuinely do not think it's a hot take that somebody who plays as sloppy and as stupid as I do, right? I don't, like, take good positions. I don't think I've got really good aim. I think, you know, genuinely speaking, I'm not anything to write home about. Right? But I'm still able to, like, play the game on high difficulty settings, double stimulant type things, right? And succeed just because I feel like we just have too much power. We just have too much power. But that's fine. You know? It's not for everybody. I've already taken some self-imposed, like, difficulty measures, right? Oh, before we fight Diamond, we have to go over here. We have to fight Vietnam. Like I don't use what I view as, like, overpowered spells, like Burning Stake, for example. I do not like to touch Burning Stake because it is just simply put too strong. I don't... Like, I try to build, like, around fun more than anything else, because if you just build around meta, you're just gonna... You'll win every run, right? Based off player skill or whatever, right? But, like, it's just... Like, if I just ran Hangfire Echo every single run, I would win, right? But would it be fun? Yeah, probably for a bit. And I'm not in the business of, like, yucking anybody's yum, right? Like, if you are a player and you like to run Hangfire Echo, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not fun, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, but it's just not fun to do that, right? Because I think that, generally speaking, most people who use the entire, like, I play to have fun, not chase the meta, I think that that's, like, usually... I don't know, cope. It's usually cope from somebody in, like, a multiplayer game or something where they are just playing badly, right? I'm a failure. This is fraudulent activity. Wonder what it's gonna be. We got into the Calamity. Alright. The mist grows thicker. Ooh, kill swordsman. Neat. Neato burrito. Are these swordsmen in the room with us? Ow. Can I shoot this in the dark? Yeah. Oh. 6 out of 10. What are you guys gonna do? Oh no. It's a warrior priest! Get out of there! Alright. There goes the calamity. Let's go trim our bushes a little bit. Right? Yeah, because this is an itinerant portal. If I'm not mistaken, it should be an itinerant portal. Warrior priest spawn. Because there's nothing else on the map, so it has to be. I don't know why I'm talking like it's a theoretical thing. It has to be. there's nothing left on the map for it to be. So, we're going to run out here. We're going to deal with this guy. You hit that shot? You're that guy? You guys are them? Nope. Leave me alone. It doesn't feel so good now, does it? Doesn't feel so good now. Alright, let's go fight Diameter. Let's go fight Diameter. Kill all enemies without getting hit. Easy enough for a man of my caliber. I don't want to say that's just a Tuesday for somebody like me, but... Oh. Leave me alone. And done. And done. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. No issue. No issue at all. Do. Big boss man, what you got for me? Big boss man, what you got for me? It is, genuinely, it's crazy how much sloppiness you can get away with in a run like this. Once you get past the initial, like, struggle with, like, foul stimulant, right? Enemies just drop so many resources. You could take 1,000,000 hits and be okay, right? That's why, like, challenges where it's like, oh, I beat this entire zone without, like, getting hit, to me, are the most impressive, right? Like, way more impressive than finding the most disgusting, I'm gonna blow up the world kind of build, right? It's so much more impressive. Just because the nature of the game. Do you think? Oh, you got me. Alright, I get it. You're a freak. You're a freak. You won. You just smacked me in the mouth. What an asshole. 175,000? What? What? Why did I just get so much from that? Does he always get that much? Am I tweaking? What is blood tweaking about? No, does he always get that much? That's crazy. That seems like insane to me. Another warrior priest, huh? He's over there somewhere. We're not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You can't make me care. We've done it. We've cleared the map. We played perfectly. Zero problems. Zero flaws. We're the best player of all time. Don't challenge me. Don't. Please. I'm fragile. My ego is so sensitive. Okay. Yeah. That's it. That's the Duelist, guys. I think that was a pretty fun showcase. I thought that was a good time. 800,000 Witchfire. I'm gonna hit max level so soon. Yeah. Yeah, surely I do that. Yeah. All right. So what are my final thoughts? Closing thoughts on the Duelist. I think that this gun is a ton of fun. I think that this gun is one of the higher skill cap guns. I think that if I was a better player, the showcase would be a lot smoother. That goes without saying, I guess, but shut up. I love the little interactions with the gun. I love the little severed heart or severed ear. Doing the severed heart would be so much different of a relic. Jesus Christ. I love the little shockwave interaction. I genuinely feel like it brought a lot of value, and it would have brought a lot more if I was better at the game. I do think this loadout is a ton of fun, and as you could see, good enough to clear the hardest content in the game, realistically speaking, without doing the, torment shenanigans, without doing like modded double enemies or anything like that, right? Maybe it falls apart. Maybe it falls apart in like torment alpha, crazy double enemy, giga hard encounter type stuff, right? Maybe. I don't think so. If I had a different gun just to solve like specifically like single target, right? Or like long range or something like that, it'd be even smoother, right? Be able to pick stuff off at a distance, get a little weakness, come in, get a killing blow with the Duelist, start a duel, do a bunch of cool stuff, right? And just give you more options. Single target thing of like a get these dudes off me. A lot of different options, a lot of different things. This game's about building loadouts and filling holes, and you're supposed to do that. But as you can see, just the Duelist did perfectly fine. Sloppy play, sloppy aim. I got 30-year-old hands, baby. These 30-year-old hands are able to make the gun sing. Imagine if I was like 16 years old on Adderall or something, man. It'd be crazy. No, it's dope. Really fun. It's stylish as hell. You cannot tell me that the Fan the Hammer isn't like, it's got this really cool weave in between play style where you dash, soul sigil, boom, start a duel, boom, headshot, and kill the guy, right? And it's really cool. A lot of dope stuff happening, right? And to be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of the Ring of Excreta in this build just because of how much it obscures vision, right? Kind of takes away the purity of the duel, I guess. But every ring would do that, with the exception of pure mobility ones, I guess. But no, like, sick gun, very, very cool gun, very, very fun loadout, very, very, interactive, a lot of cool stuff happening, a lot of room for improvement. Yet again, I don't really practice my loadouts. I don't really do practice runs or like stress test things before I just send it in a video, right? I'm sure with more practice it'll be fine. You get the order of operations and your attacks correctly, right? Like the entire flow of boom, stamina sigil on the big guys. Then you start the duel, so that way you're shooting a guy who's predictable in his movement in the head. He's taking double damage from the stun. Your bullets are now lighting him on fire. He's taking bonus damage from the burn, and you're just mag dumping, and it'll just shred, right? And the more time you spend, the more smooth it'll get when things go crazy, right? And I think that's dope. I love that. I love that for the Duelist. I really do. Yeah, anything else to add? I don't think so. I think it was fun. I think it was a good time. I think we popped. And the game's easy. And Burning Stake needs to be nerfed. And player power, I think, probably as a whole needs to be brought down a little bit. But I think it's okay with the current iteration of the corruption stuff. But that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. We're good. Alright, that's going to be it for the video, everybody. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave me a like. I'd appreciate it a lot. Subscribe if you'd want to see more. And I will be back tomorrow with something. Not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to play tomorrow. Maybe some RoboQuest. That sounds kind of fun. But we'll see if I can win a run. I suck. Alright. Goodbye.